I very strongly welcome it. I think it makes complete sense that when it comes to protecting women's rights, that it should be determined by biological sex, birth sex, when it comes to kind of female spaces like changing rooms, and when it also comes, frankly, to competing in competitive sport as well. That should be based on biological sex. Keir Starmer's been all over the place on this. He claimed a year or two ago that women could have penises, which is ridiculous. He even drove Rosie Duffield out of the Labour Party for taking a common-sense view of this issue, which has now been vindicated by the Supreme Court judgment. So Keir Starmer should apologise to the country for what he said a few years ago. He should particularly apologise to Rosie Duffield for driving her out of the Labour Party on this issue. So I completely welcome the Supreme Court judgment. I'm very concerned that some Labour ministers, including apparently Angela Eagle and Chris Bryant, two quite senior Labour ministers, are apparently conspiring via some sort of WhatsApp group to try and undermine or circumvent this judgment. So I think Labour, both Keir Starmer personally and the Labour government more widely, have a lot of questions to answer on this. Keir Starmer has been totally silent on this issue for the last 6 or 7 days since that ruling came out. Clearly, I support the right to peaceful protest. Obviously, we're a democracy, we're a free country. However, some of the behaviour we saw crossed the line into the criminal. So criminal damage to statues just around the corner from where we're now sitting in Parliament Square is criminal. Criminal damage is an offence. Those people should be identified and prosecuted. There was a placard held up at one of these protests saying something like, the only good turf is a dead turf. Well, that is an incitement to violence. That is completely unacceptable. So those sort of behaviours, I think, should be prosecuted where the criminal threshold is met.